All right, now let's talk about our long and our short pulls. This is one of my favorite defenses to use to really try and manipulate my opponent. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the long pull. I think you got to do the long pull first to be a little bit more disciplined and kind of respect that your opponent has the ability and the weapons to hurt you. So when we do the long pull, what we're talking about is moving both of our feet out. So let's say off the hook. If Grace throws the jab and I'm throwing my hook, she's pulling both of her feet out, and this is her way of making a read and seeing what I'm throwing. Now she sees when she throws her jab that I'm throwing a single hook back at her, right? And if she were to stay in here by just moving her back foot, that's going to tempt me to throw my second punch, right? Because she's still in my range. But by moving all the way out of my range, it's making me feel like that one punch was all I was going to get a chance to throw, and I'm kind of getting conditioned to throwing just that one punch. So if you start off by throwing your long pull and moving both your feet out, you're not able to make the fast counter, but you're able to condition me so that you can eventually make your faster counter. If we're going to decide to counter from here, the way we have to do it is move back in with your jab. So when we pull both of our feet out, it's important to make sure that we cover this distance with our jab and not just with our cross. If Grace were to step back in with her cross right now, I might be throwing my cross too, and then we're kind of at a 50-50 here. I might even be a little bit ahead because I was in motion with my hook leading to my cross. But if she comes back in with her jab off this long pull, so we'll start from the top where she goes jab, pulls both feet out. Now she comes back with her jab. That jab is going to stop me from throwing my cross. So now she's got a free shot to land her cross. So when we do this long pull, we're always using our jab to come back in. She uses the jab, pulls out, uses the jab to cover the distance so that she's not getting hit. I don't know why I just did that hook. She has to use the jab so that she's covering this distance without getting hit with my cross, right? But if she wants to use a more effective counter, or she has my timing down a little bit better, or she knows that I'm conditioned to just throw this single hook, then she's able to just pull the back foot. And by just pulling the back foot, she's able to beat my hand back so that she can land her cross. She throws her jab, moves just the back foot, and now she can hit that cross before I get back to position. Right? So this is a much more effective counter, but it's also a little bit more dangerous, so you need to make sure that you made the right reads before you make this progression. So we start off with jab, pulling both feet out, come back 1-2. Now after we've landed that, we can go jab, short pull, and come back with a 2. Or you can just add it on, right? We can go jab, long pull, and a short pull right off of that. So jab, long pull, pulling both feet, land 1-2, pull the back foot, and land the 2. One more time, we can do the long pull by itself, jab, pull, 1-2. Or we can do a short pull by itself, jab, pull the back foot, land the 2. Or we can put them together. Jab, long pull, short pull. Cool? And there's your long pulls and your short pulls.